cartridge out. So first on mine, you unscrew this giant locking wing nut on the top, which seems to be pretty standard. Okay, and we're going to stick that off to the side, and then you should be able to pull off the top just like this, and that will reveal the filter in the center of this. So I'm going to pull the filter straight out, and there is like a little hose inside that you don't want to knock off, but if you pull it straight out, then you should be good. There's also a ring around the top. You should inspect this ring and make sure it's good. I'm just going to put the ring back because mine looks fine, and we're going to take this filter over and clean it with the water hose. Once you get your filter out, you should give it a good look over. And if these little pleats are starting to be really wavy and little binding rings have dissolved, it's probably time to get a new filter. You have to replace these every 3 to 5 years. I like to use this cleaning agent. There'll be a link in the description below. It's kind of a citrus-based dishwashing liquid, from what I can tell, that's good for your pool. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to spray down the filter, and then you're supposed to wait about 10 minutes before you wash out the filter. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it down and let it kind of dissolve some of the algae and stuff that's in my filter. Once you've given that a good spray down, I also pulled out my pump basket. Okay, so once you've got your pump basket clean, hopefully you've given the filter about 10 minutes to kind of dissolve and let the cleaning agent work. I'm going to go ahead and start spraying down the filter. I just like using a regular garden sprayer for this. People have a special head that you use for cleaning these pleated cartridge filters. It has like 3 or 4 nozzles that you can get in between the pleats. I'll leave a link to one in the description below. When you are spraying, you want to spray downward. You don't want to try to push everything as far back as you can by spraying straight on. You want to spray down at an angle so everything comes out the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, so once I've given it a good spray down and it starts running out clear at the bottom, I like to flip the filter over, give it one more quick spray down. Okay, so now we're going to switch over and put everything back. So first we're going to put the pump basket back, line it up, stick it on, and then screw the wing nuts back down. But once we've got that back on, it's time to put the cartridge filter back in. Mine has a little hose right in the middle that's attached to this rod. So you want to make sure to get that right in the center so you don't push that little hose down. And then you want to seat it, make sure it sits flush. Now once it's flush and you've got this ring back in place and you've made sure your ring's not damaged, you want to put the lid back on. And I like to put the lid on so that I can see the pressure gauge. Then we're going to take this wing nut and stick that back on. Screw the wing nut down tight, and this will get that O-ring to seal so water doesn't come out. And so yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you in the next one.